Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Lisa Bedeau. The United States announced today that it's reached a nuclear deal with Iran after 10 years of negotiating. And as Edward Lawrence reports, the historic announcement has sparked some sharp criticism from Congress, as well as our allies in the Middle East.
President Obama says a deal with Iran over nuclear weapons outweighs the alternative.
Why we are taking this step? Because an Iran armed with a nuclear weapon would be far more destabilizing and far more dangerous to our friends and to the world.
The U.S. worked with 5 other superpowers to come to an agreement for Iran to abandon its military nuclear program in exchange for lifting crippling economic sanctions. The nation is still on the list of state sponsors of terrorism and had ignored agreements over its nuclear program in the past.
This deal is not built on trust. It is built on verification.
Critics in Congress, along with leaders of Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other Middle East allies, wasted no time condemning the deal.
This is the most dangerous, irresponsible step I've ever seen in the history of watching the Mideast.
This does not guarantee that Iran will not achieve a nuclear weapon in the future.
Congress will have 60 days to review the deal, but the president says he will veto any bill that blocks it. Still, critics say lifting sanctions gives Iran enough money to destabilize the region.
This cash bonanza will fuel Iran's terrorism worldwide, its aggression in the region.
The president needs Congress to sign off in order to lift the economic sanctions on Iran.
The president warned Congress that Iran now has enough enriched uranium to build 10 nuclear bombs. He adds under this agreement, 98% of that material would be turned over to the partners in the deal. We're heating things up this Tuesday afternoon, and it sounds like we could cook up some storms as well. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn.
Yeah, pretty warm, especially in the Southern Valley. A little bit cooler, especially as you get off towards the Devil's Lake area. Rain cooled 66 degrees at this hour, but here in Fargo, already 83 degrees. Yesterday's high, 85. I think we'll surpass that as we head through this afternoon. 81 in Jamestown, also 81 over in Detroit Lakes. Cloud cover, we've got a few clouds out there. Most areas, however, seeing at least some sunshine, if not quite a bit of sunshine like we are here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Off towards the northwest, a few showers and some thunderstorms. One area of storms that made its way through Devil's Lake falling apart. More forming behind that in western Benson County down towards the Carrington area. And we'll see a chance for some showers and storms as we head through this afternoon. More chances for showers and storms tomorrow. We'll have to paint that in as we head through Wednesday. 1 or 2 of those storms could be strong today. 1 or 2 could be severe on your Wednesday. More on your forecast, including a look at the upcoming weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Robert. A local man banned from all Fargo parks for taking pictures of people at the pool was cited for marijuana possession. 37-year-old Kirk Ludwig of Fargo was cited for having less than a ½ ounce of marijuana. Ludwig was banned by the Parks District after thousands of people on social media shared a picture of him taking pictures of women and kids at the Island Park pool. Ludwig found out about the uproar and went to police, where he showed them his pictures. Police say there was nothing criminal in nature about the photos, and what he did is not illegal. But for those who believe there are pictures of them on his camera, it's not about whether or not it's legal, but how uncomfortable it makes them feel. Police say if you see anything suspicious, don't approach the individual. Instead, call police right away. A warrant is now out for the arrest of a Fargo woman facing felony charges after trashing her apartment. Anissa Abdi Abdul was supposed to appear in court this morning on charges of criminal mischief and disorderly conduct, but she never showed, and police are now looking for her. We had the only news crew on scene as she was being evicted last month. Cass County Sheriff's deputies and Fargo police were called to make sure she left the building. We talked with the owner of the apartment building at the courthouse. He says he's added up over $13,000 in damage already. Stay with Valley News Live for updates on this story throughout the day. For the second time in a month, someone aimed a handheld laser at a plane's cockpit over Fargo. Police say the plane was about 8 miles southwest of Hector International Airport last night when the pilot reported the incident to the airport's control tower just after 10 p.m. It happened about the same time and in the same general area where a similar incident happened on June 9th. Searches of the area have not turned up any suspects. The Moorhead School Board has taken another step to expand some of their schools. KFGO News is reporting the board approved $78 million in bonding to expand Horizon Middle School and add a new elementary school. The final draft of the resolution is expected to be done by August 10th. A public vote for the bond will take place on November 3rd. NASA's New Horizons probe zoomed past Pluto this morning as scientists in Maryland celebrated the historic occasion. The spacecraft traveled within 7,800 miles of Pluto's surface as it snapped pictures and took measurements. The piano-sized craft is so busy performing multiple operations, it will be around 13 hours before engineers will receive a notification from the spacecraft that all the operations were carried out. Then scientists will have to wait several more hours for New Horizons to send the pictures 3 billion miles back to Earth. 2 North Dakota teachers have been honored for teaching math and science and will be part of an award ceremony in Washington, D.C. Grand Forks math teacher Cynthia Nelson and Bismarck science teacher Scott Johnson are recipients of the Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Training. They'll each receive $10,000 from the National Science Foundation.